Well, hello, my friends. Hey, how are you doing today? I hope that you are keeping pushing, keeping that momentum going daily and daily. Well, you know, my name is Kirkland. I have a show, Daily Momentum. What I am doing is trying to keep you into a momentum and keep your performance going and going and going. So let's keep pushing and keeping the momentum going. I thought I would stop and drop a tip, some tips in to help you to get started in your entrepreneurial skills. You can always take these tips and just rewind this show and listen back and forth. But I just love engaging into the performance of your life is just making the explosion in your spirit so you can be able to say, hey, I never thought about that. So that's what I'm doing because someone did it to me. And what I'm doing is giving you free content. I am not charging for content. I'm always giving free content to help you along the way. But you always know that one thing that I'm going to say in finance and in trying to accomplish things and to be able to make money, you have to pay your tithes. So let's get on with the show. And that was free of charge. I thought about some things that sometimes we try to figure out what can I do to be able to make money. What I'm doing is juggling up some balls in the air, and we know that some balls going to drop as we juggle these balls in the air. And you try to figure out what you're good with, what you're not good at, and you're trying to figure out what can you create to have finance or to do financing or to finance your income, to try to get an uplift, at least to get started, so you can generally have an idea what you may be good at and what you may not be good at. It's okay that if you do start something and you fail is part of the process in order for you to know exactly what you're good at. I'm telling you these tips because I went through them myself, learning these different skills into my life, of trying to understand it, but at all times putting God first in everything that I do. So some things that I wanted to extract in your mind, to bring up an explosion in your mind, to help you to understand about trying to get started doing something to get started. You know, I'm always talking about get started, get started. But I want to at least be able to drop some techniques, throw up some balls that I'm juggling in the air to figure out and help you out so you can be able to do some things that you can kind of get started. And you may say, hey, Kirkland, I don't have any money. I don't have anything. I mean, nothing. I mean, how do I get started with no money? I'm glad you asked. There's many things that you have to do. Now, in starting to accomplish money, there's millions of people that have started from different things that you may think that is humiliating, but it's not. What you're doing is trying to chase your dream, and not only that, to be able to accomplish your dream. So some of the things that I did, I started recycling. I started recycling some of the drinks that I buy of cans. I started just buying all canned drinks. And so what I did was I started recycling them drinks, cans, and start saving them. And I would go to the recycling place and I would recycle them cans and make money. And I was trying to be able to start a savings account. And so I could find myself in our finance starting out because me and my wife, we started from pretty much zero to nothing. I had to figure out how can I be able to make savings because all our money was going to paying bills and we were just chasing and chasing. So I had to figure out how can I be able to extract some money into my daily life because there's money leaking somewhere and I had to figure it out. So what I did, like I said, I started doing some recycling some cans, saving, bring to the thing, and that was money start saving and put it in the savings account. So after that, I took some of the money, like change and stuff that I bought. I started putting it in a jar, and I was trying to teach my family is, hey, we don't have to put a big chunk of money into savings. Let's start off from scratch, just putting change in, the little change that you have. Then we can be able to save money. And not only that, then some of the money I thought that, okay, let's try to start. So I started trying to find different things that was in my possession to try to sell, to be able to get money from that I wasn't using at all. And so that brought in money. And then it just went on and on. And you can kind of throw your general ideas of what you think that you can do to be able to help you to save money. The best thing is to do, you got to have some type of savings of things just in case some things go wrong. You don't have to be fancy in life. You don't have to be buying all these extravagant, big things that are overbearing to you that you can't afford. Quit buying that. You can have that later down the line. What you're doing is trying to accomplish to be able to save things. Lower your expenses. That's the number one thing. I got another video on that about your expenses. Sometimes we can have high expenses. Start cutting them expenses. Going into your income, sit down with you and your spouse or your friend or whoever it may be, and y'all start just going through and saying, hey, this stuff that I don't need. You may have subscriptions that you got and you're not even using. So I thank you all and I appreciate you all for listening to me. You know that I'm disciplined in trying to continue putting pressure on myself to bring you videos, bring you some information to help you out. And I just thank you guys. I really appreciate it. Just spread the love. Spread some content to help each other to grow. And that's what I'm doing. So I thank you guys. Hey, this is Daily Momentum. My name is Kirkland. I'm always sharing with you the explosion in your spirit. So I hope you say, that's a great idea. Thank you. You have a good day. Bye-bye.